Hello everyone, Mary Janet here from Tunes and Wooden Spoons, and how is everyone today? And thank you for dropping by. Pretty exciting day here today. I have my guest Adam Hill here, professional photographer and marketing manager for Destination Cape Breton. So we're going to hear lots about Cape Breton, and he's just a joy, and he is going to be making his mom's chocolate chip cookies, and they're so good. I know they're really good. But I just wanted to say too, today's show is sponsored by our local co-op store here in Port Hood, a place that I shop pretty much daily, and also supported and partnered with Destination Cape Breton to bring this show to you and others. So before too long, I'm going to bring this handsome fellow over here. He's got his hair all tidied up and he's ready to go.
I feel like that's a hair joke. Come on, jeez. Hey everybody.
This is Adam Hill, and he's just a darling, and he is here to tell us about your mom.
I could talk for hours.
I bet.
She was a lovely, lovely person, loved by so many on the island and her family and beyond. She was as good of a mother as you could ask for, honestly.
And she loved to bake.
She did love to bake. That was definitely her love language before knowing that was a love language.
Yeah,
So
right?
we spent a lot of time in the kitchen baking cookies together. If anyone knows me, they know that I love cookies, and my love for cookies certainly started from my mother. And I to be honest, I had 4 cookies already today. Yeah, so anywhere I go, I try to sample the best cookies, and I love Cape Breton for the selection of cookies that we have here on the island. And I'm definitely going to share my favorite cookies around the island with you because there are so many great cookies. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love, and that it goes hand in hand with a cup of tea.
Oh, completely.
You know?
I've been drinking tea since I was probably one and a half. Yeah.
And you want to have a cup of tea when you're visiting somebody, and just have one little thing with it.
That's all you need.
But did you know that long ago, when I was growing up, tea meant something much different. If you were having people in for tea, there was a plate full.
That doesn't surprise me at
There
all.
was a plate full. You had the tea, but you had a biscuit and a square and a cookie and maybe even a roll. There was a selection of oat cakes and anything like that. It was a meal.
Yes,
like almost,
a meal of
right?
sweets.
A meal of sweets.
And why would you want anything otherwise, right? That's the way to do it.
Exactly.
Cape Breton moms do it right.
Okay,
Yes.
so today, this recipe, I was asking Adam about this, but he said that you can use a stand mixer if that's your thing, because I made the cookies yesterday and I took a picture of it and posted that. So I was lazy, I used my KitchenAid.
Hey, Mom used KitchenAid too for a while, but I remember growing up, we would use the hand mixer or we would just use a spatula. So it was, anything works.
So he's going to use the wooden spoon today. He
Kind of
said,
have to, right?
You gotta, and look out.
Yeah.
We used the wooden spoon for other things back in the day too.
Brilliant.
So we're gonna, I'm just gonna review the recipe here.
I have to say hello to my aunt.
Oh, is she
Colleen.
on there?
Yeah. This is my mom's sister. So,
Aww.
hello, hey, Aunt Colleen. How you doing?
I know some of them were commenting
Yes, you had
yesterday or this morning.
Yeah, my Aunt Darlene, my Aunt Marlene, and my Aunt Colleen.
They're all ending in E-E-N.
A lot of E's, yep.
No, people have done that, and they sometimes starting with the same initial for all the names of the kids.
Yep. Lots of that.
I kind of ran out and not really. So this is a preheated oven. It's a 400-degree oven, and it worked really well yesterday when I made them. And I know you gave me 8 to 10 minutes, but 10 minutes was perfect.
Right on.
10 minutes was perfect. Except if I made them I did a heaping tablespoon of cookie. And so I got 12 on my cookie sheet. But then I wanted to make a bigger cookie, so I kind of doubled that. So I only got about 8 on there. Come to find out, which he didn't put in the recipe, is that they usually scoop them up and roll them up and put them on the cookie sheets.
Well, that was the best time when you could steal some.
Oh,
totally.
the cookie dough.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Oh, and I see Jane is watching as well. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Stephanie. I see Stephanie, my greeter.
That's fantastic.
Hi, Susan Lundy. Oh, my gosh. I met Susan. She's from Ontario, and she came on a Cape Breton tour.
Oh, nice.
With Sandy Travel Tours.
Oh, right
and
on.
we did a Cape Breton tour, and I had them all at the house for cinnamon rolls. The tour bus landed on the street, and we had a great time. And Susan has been a faithful follower. So hi, Susan.
Yep.
And so these are Irene Hill's chocolate chip cookies, and the 400 degrees. So it's a cup of butter, 3/4 cups of white sugar, 3/4 cups of brown sugar, 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. And that's all I used, and it was perfect. I know we have a little thing in there. If you find that it's too, need some more flour, you can add up to 1/4 or 1/2 cup, depending on where you are. That's up to you. And 2/3 cups of cocoa, and I'm going to sift my cocoa. And I love an excuse to use my old sifter. Just that it just brings me back to home when I was growing up. That whole turning thing. But when you get cocoa, sometimes it can have some lumps in it, right?
You're right to do the sifting.
Okay.
Sure.
So a teaspoon of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And did I say how much cocoa? 2/3 cup. And a package of chocolate chips. We're using Chip It semi-sweet, but you can use the dark package too, the dark chocolate if you want. And I didn't use nuts yesterday in the batch I made, but we're going to add the nuts today. I think we're good.
You're right on.
Are you ready to go?
Let's do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be your assistant.
Okay.
All right.
I haven't made these cookies in a long time with Mom.
Don't be using any excuses with me.
Just give me a heads up. And Mom also had quite a few different recipes that she would go through. I grew up with different cookies than these ones, and then these were the ones that she kind of settled on for a while.
Yeah.
So she find the recipe that she worked best with, what she liked, what I like, because I was primarily the eater.
Yes. Were you the baby?
Oh yeah,
of course.
Yeah,
Spoiled.
I know. Yep, and I was, and I won't deny it, and I'm okay with that. Yeah,
that's great.
So this was probably one of her later recipes, and we
a good memory.
Very much so. Very much so. She would cook with her granddaughters or bake with her granddaughters. It was just something that continued on. Something, as I said, it was definitely her love language. It was a way that she could share moments with everybody, and then you have cookies at the end. So why not?
And that's I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I love cooking. I know that there's somebody coming for tea or whatever. Try to have something in too. Yeah. All right, let's put this down, and you can.
There we go.
Start on.
Fantastic.
On that. Okay. There, I'll put the recipe right beside you, and just tell me anything. And you washed your hands.
For sure, nice and clean. So I'll get started with we'll start creaming the butter and the sugars together.
Okay.
And then we'll add the.
So I have everything pre-measured.
Perfect.
So there's your butter.
Thank you. And I'll use this wooden spoon. It'd be sacrilegious not to use a wooden spoon.
I know.
In this kitchen.
I know.
Right?
Who knew? It was my granddaughter that named it Tunes and Wooden Spoons. The very first day.
That's brilliant.
She was cooking with, she was making the cinnamon rolls on that very first broadcast.
Right.
And anyway, she said, Grandma should call this Tunes and Wooden Spoons, because I was playing Natalie's CD.
Oh, brilliant. Now, does she get royalties every time the word is said?
No, not a cent.
Okay, so I got the butter in here. I'm going to put the brown sugar in.
Yep.
And then I'm going to add the white sugar, and I'm going to start mixing all this together.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
There we go. Now, anybody who knows me knows that I love cookies.
Yes.
And I am very blessed in my job and in my life that I get to travel around the island as much as I do. Not only do I get to see really beautiful areas of this island, I also get to eat and experience a lot of our cafes.
Yes.
And the cafe scene on this island is just booming right now. You know, we have cafes like Cafe Joe in Grand Etang, Marguerite Boutique in Cheticamp, even South Harbour Pines in Dingwall, or South Harbour.
Oh, really?
They have lovely cookies in there as well, and great pizza. But when it comes to my favorite cookies, I think the Cedar House
Yes.
is my,
In Bridor.
yes, yeah, it's right after the Seal Island Bridge, or right before the Seal Island Bridge, depending which way you're driving. The Cedar House has, so I used to work there. It was my first job. I was washing dishes, and it was me and I think maybe 13 women.
Oh my
so,
gosh.
Oh my, yeah, it was absolutely hilarious. It was a gong show in the best of ways. But the best part is that, you know, I was washing dishes and bussing tables, but I had access to the bakery.
Oh.
And any cookie that broke,
You got that.
so I think the girls all know that I definitely broke a few cookies on purpose on the way. I gained a lot of weight that summer. Yeah. But I could have used it. I was a very small person at that point.
Yeah.
So we're getting here now. The sugar and the butter is coming together. If you do want to, definitely use a hand mixer or your KitchenAid. There's no problem with that. We're all getting to the same point here.
Yep.
You can probably add the eggs and the...
I can add the eggs for you.
There we go.
Okay. Do you crack your egg on the side of the bowl?
I usually do the table. I just tap it on the table and then put it in. Now my wife, she does the bowl or the frying pan, and
yes,
I always have to get after her for that one.
And then you'll have a streak down the side.
Exactly. She still does what she wants to do. So, you know, like most women.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
But where else? What other good cookies are there? There's some of my other favorites. You'd have to have the High Wheeler.
Oh yes, the High Wheeler.
There's two from the High Wheeler that I really love.
I'm just looking for that. There's a little, that little ball of
yes, I think it's over
sugar.
here, right in the top corner. There you go. You got it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
There we go.
And was it 2 teaspoons of vanilla in there? Can you see?
Yes, 2 teaspoons.
Okay.
And that's the way my mom used to do it too.
Is that right?
Yeah, just in the bottle cap. Yep.
Sometimes I just.
Oh, you just eyeball it too, right?
I do.
Yeah, it's never a bad thing to have a little
trying to be
extra.
smart today.
I love this. Yeah, so there's the little lump.
There it is. Okay.
So yeah, there's so the High Wheeler has great cookies. They have the Cape Breton Oreos, they call it, and that's a oat cake with a peanut butter frosting in the middle, and it's half dipped in chocolate.
Oh my.
Yeah,
God, that sounds good.
You take that, if you're going around the Cabot Trail, you grab some of those and go, because they're just some of the best cookies on the island. Or, if you're ever in St. Peter's, the Farmer's Pantry.
Yes.
Oh my God, I was in there for waterfall season, one of our campaigns here for Cape Breton.
Right.
And one of the ladies there gave me one of their peanut butter cookies.
Delicious.
Oh my God. I had to take a nap afterwards. In the best of ways. Okay, I think these are probably creamed together nicely enough. Still on camera, right on.
We'll want to put it aside.
I think so. And look at the dries.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So here we have, is it 2 1/4?
Let's make sure. Where are we? Yes, 2 1/4
2 1/4.
cups.
I pre-measured it out anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's perfect. Whatever you got there.
Okay.
Then we have that's baking soda.
Baking soda.
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon. And a 1/4 teaspoon.
Just a 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Salt.
So when my mom, she did have health problems, we really had to watch her salt intake. So a lot of the foods that we had didn't have a lot of salt in it.
Right.
And so you'll see a lot as long reflects that.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you don't need salt when you have so many other great flavors involved.
How much cocoa was it? 2/3 cup, right?
2/3 of a cup, correct.
Okay, so I have a 2/3 cup measure here, and I'm going to put it in the sifter because there's often so many lumps in cocoa, it seems. Listen to that sound.
Great.
See if you can see in there. I love, and it'll get all the
Can you ever smell it?
you can smell the cocoa.
Now, in the last few years of my life, I started making cookies that are similar to this, using a lot of cocoa and a lot of egg, and wow, just
Oh yeah, really?
it's a really savory, not too sweet.
Yes,
It's
yes.
so chocolatey. Almost, to be honest, it's almost a little too much. But wow, what a
Do you
a
know
cookie.
what? Do you know that my Cecil's, my husband's Cecil, his niece was here, and she had a restaurant in out there in Canmore,
Oh, right
Alberta,
on.
and she made these gobi berry. Have you ever heard of this? Gobi berry cookies. She had a restaurant called or a cafe called An Edible Life.
Oh,
And
nice.
she
Good
had,
name.
and she had some health issues, but so she ate very efficiently and
Right.
carefully for her
Yep.
diet. So she made these gobi berry cookies, and instead of gobi berries, you can buy them on Amazon. I found them there. She sent me the recipe, and she uses cacao.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's available
Yep.
on Amazon too.
Yes, it is.
But because it's a healthier choice,
A little harder to find in Cape Breton.
a little harder, I'd say, yes. But just when you were talking about you're making a healthier option.
Well, I wouldn't say they were healthier, but they're definitely a little richer, that's for sure.
All
So
right.
shall we combine?
Yeah, a little. You're adding them a little bit at a time, are you?
Yep.
The flour, I mean.
Yes, yeah. Also add the flour to the dry to the wet.
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
perfect.
Okay.
It's been a little while since I baked, so
You
yeah.
do you. You're doing great.
So I have a lot of
Your mother would be proud of you.
I have a lot of great memories of making around food with mom. I was a fussy kid growing up. Very fussy kid.
Oh, yes.
So, I certainly tested her patience and certainly my father's. But we used to watch a lot of the Food Network together, and, we would watch, The Bear for Contessa.
Yes.
Chef Michael Smith.
Oh,
he was one of our
B.I.
favorites. But Anna Olsen was one of mom's favorites. Just loved watching her and getting her recipes. There we go.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep adding this. And we're getting up to the best part soon. Of course, that's adding the chocolate chips.
Of course,
Yeah,
of
that's the
course.
part that everybody's waiting for.
When I was making this yesterday, I poured some of the flour mixture in, and I thought I had it on low, and I had it on the next setting up from low. Well, there was a spray.
That's when you're making good cookies, right?
Yes.
That's a sure sign. There we go. I'm going to just dry this off. There we go. Perfect. And get the rest of this going here.
So do you do a lot of the cooking with your wife?
Yeah, I do most. Yeah, I'd say I do most of the cooking. Just our schedules work out differently,
Yes.
so I'm usually home before her. So I will
And get started.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we're just we were both vegetarian for a long time, and we bought a roast this week, and it was my first time making a roast.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Why did you switch?
Well, we were at different points in our lives now when we decided to go vegetarian, and the role of meat, iron, and more protein.
Yes, of course.
Later in life is
More important,
Yeah.
yes.
So we try to find the food that we're happy to eat, but we're shout out to the local food hub down here in Breton, and they have some great beef products, pork products from local farms like Plant for You Farms and
Yes.
other places. So we're really happy to have that resource so close. And wow, I gotta say the roast beef turned out beautiful.
Did it?
really
Really?
did. We did a slow cooker for about 6 or 7 hours. Did that for a while, and yesterday I was actually talking to my colleague here who was behind the camera about what to do with roast beef leftovers, because I've never had roast beef leftovers. And she said, open-faced roast beef sandwiches.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we did. And I caramelized some onions on top of that.
Oh,
And it was a
really,
great
really good.
choice. Thank you.
Yes. So, while he's mixing up there, I just want to say that we have the sweetest lady behind the
She's gonna
camera. I know she's going to shoot me, but she lives here in Port Hood. She's a great friend of our children. And her name is Amy Beaton, and she works for Destination Cape Breton as well. And when we're having tea, we'll have her at the table, and she will have to go before the camera, and she can't argue. And she's a darling. She's formerly from Mabu. She was a war cop from West Mabu, the home of the awesome square dances.
Yes.
There we go.
There we go. So we're getting there. Mostly completely incorporated. It is a bit more of a workout than I remember. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, and we're almost at the time where we can start adding the
I think we'll add everything together.
Let's do it.
And just a one mix job there.
Yep. And the nuts that we're using were walnuts, I believe.
These are pecans.
Oh, that's the new flavor for the fall, right?
Right.
Everyone's going crazy for pecans.
What do you say?
Well, it's funny. I was listening to a radio broadcast about this yesterday, and they, most people will say pecan. But if you say it like pecan, then it's like you're saying, tomato.
Yeah. Right. You're being very fancy.
Yes, exactly. So, there's not a lot of fanciness here in Cape Breton. So I grew up saying pecan.
Me too. And it's the other thing that I never know what to say is scones or scones.
Oh, I never heard what's the other ones?
Scones.
Oh, scones or scone. Yeah, I'd say scone myself.
I say scone.
Really?
And I have no idea why.
I
It's
wonder
just
if
what comes naturally for me.
It may have been like a family, someone in your family that just said it and just stuck with you
Are
ever
you
since then.
kidding me? We never had scones when I was growing up. That was something way too elegant. We had biscuits.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, to be honest, my first time I think having scones or even knowing what they were was from the Dancing Goat.
Oh,
They're cranberry
yeah.
almond. Is that
Oh
what it
yes,
is?
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, those are
Actually,
fantastic.
in my cookbook, in the latest cookbook, Mac Moran,
Oh yeah.
he put in an orange cranberry
Nice.
scone recipe.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and he called it the neighborly cranberry scone, orange cranberry scone, because he was all alone, of course, during COVID and the early days. Remember those days?
Oh,
And,
try not to.
I know. And his neighbor, Patty Greencorn, came along and she, I don't know how she handed it to him, whether she put it on his doorknob or whatever, but she gave him these scones and then gave him the recipe because he loved it so much.
That's sweet.
And
what a gift.
isn't that
That's
what
the
you
gift.
do? You share recipes around
That's exactly
here.
what it is.
Yeah, it's just a great thing.
There
Look,
we
you
go.
got that
I think
all
we're
pretty much ready.
ready to go here,
So,
everybody.
I'm going to put that down. Okay.
Shall I get the
Yes.
cookie sheet?
And I will take this stuff out of the
There we
way.
go. So I'll just start balling these up for
You
the
do
oven.
that?
Perfect.
Do you need a spoon to help with
No, we'll just eyeball
good?
these. It'll be the same thing as when Mom made her meatballs.
that?
You
Okay.
just
And you like a big cookie, right?
I like any cookie.
Yeah.
I am not fussy.
So
Oh, my phone's blowing up. I'm sure I'm getting getting lots of messages here, and I'm sure they're all watching this show.
So here we have from the ones I made yesterday. So this was like a heaping tablespoon, this one. And this one was probably a triple decker tablespoon. I didn't make it into balls because I didn't see that in the
Oh yeah,
recipe.
no, this is just how.
But
Yeah.
And
And the smaller ones are a little more better for little kids.
you can have two of these,
exactly.
right?
Yes. Or if you're like me, you can have the whole package. There we go. Let's see.
I'm gonna get the kettle ready.
Sounds great. So yeah, it's been we've had what a summer we've had too, eh?
Oh my
Just
God!
beautiful weather.
I am telling you, I'll speak when I get over there.
Sure.
But,
Well, until then, I'm going to continue talking about other places' cookies that I love. How
Yes.
about that? Another great cafe up in Ingonish, the Periwinkle Cafe.
Periwinkle?
Yeah, lovely spot. Or in Sydney, the Gaslight Cafe. They have these moon mist cookies.
Ooh.
Exactly. That's what we all said, and we got them. They're delicious. We are very lucky to have so many great bakeries and
Yes.
cafes around this island.
Yeah.
It's just, especially in the wintertime when you want to go for a snowshoe. Well, after what's better after that?
Oh my God.
A cup of tea and a cookie.
A cup of tea and a
Exactly.
cookie. Nice
So there we
hot
go. We have.
chocolate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yep. Yep, speak my language. So here we go. We got the first tray baking sheet done.
And so I'll cook them later.
Yes.
But we'll cook this one. I'm going to put it in for 10 minutes and see how this goes.
There we go. I'm just going to wash my hands.
Wash your hands and we'll sit down for a few minutes.
So when you were baking for your kids,
right,
what cookies would you bake?
Their favorite cookie, there was seriously, there was only 3 cookies.
Sure.
That we would make religiously. We would make a sugar cookie that their grandma would make, her recipe, that had butter and brown sugar in it. So it wasn't like just the white sugar crack. It was like they had kind of a moistness to it. Cecil's mother, again, was a molasses crinkle cookie. Standard one, a dunker.
Yep.
But my kids' favorite all-time one was chocolate chip jumbo. It's a chocolate chip cookie, but it had oats in it.
Nice.
And I have made 1,000, if not 1,000,000 of those cookies. And that was actually the second recipe I ever made on this show.
Oh,
yes.
It always comes back to cookies.
It does.
It really does. And for good reason. It's just a little bit of sunshine, right?
I think a lot of the moms around here, too, made the homemade lunches a lot of the time. And you know, you had to, cookies was the staple.
Yeah.
You had to filled them up with cookies. Nothing else.
I wasn't saying no to that. And what was your favorite cookie?
My favorite cookie. Well, the chocolate chip jumbos has become my absolute favorite cookie. But growing up, there was a cookie that I used to have to make for tea, and we called them bird nest cookies.
Oh yes, okay, I know what you're talking about.
So they're like a soft kind of a, not a shortbread, not a hard shortbread, but like the consistency perhaps of these cookies.
Okay.
And there was an indent in the center, and you put jam in there, and then you beat up egg white, and you put egg white, whipped egg meringue around the center, and then you sprinkled coconut.
Oh wow!
On the top,
looked
like a bird nest.
Brilliant,
right?
Yep.
And you bake them, and Cecil got a lot of those when we were baking. and
I'm sure you locked that down quickly, eh?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But a lot of them was ginger cookies, ginger snaps, growing up, and things that would stay for a while. You know,
we never had that problem.
Yeah.
We didn't need anything to stay for a while because they were gone quickly.
They were gone quickly. Okay, Adam, how about let's sit at the table.
Sure.
And while the tea is hanging in there, we're
a little bit here.
We're just gonna put this stuff away, and I'm gonna wait to set the tea.
Should I just put the dishes
that's
in the
your
sink
water.
here?
Yeah, just throw them in the sink. It's great. That's fine. And we'll take this over.
Sounds good. I'll get it your way.
So, we're going to talk about Cape Breton. How's everybody doing? Mary Austin's talking about thimble cookies. Yeah, I remember those too. And so, can I see you there?
I think so.
How about that?
Perfect.
Now we have another chair, and Miss Amy will join us.
Oh, she's actually going to join us. She's
getting
getting up. Yeah. We'll get you a chair right here, and there's Miss Amy. All right, I want to put the tea on. Go. Right. I'm going to move this a little further back so we can see everybody. There we go. I think that should work. There we go. Lots of people saying they're bird nest cookies too, and people putting their 2 cents in. Let's see.
There we go.
So did you have any experiences this year in Cape Breton? Did you go around the Kettle Trail at all?
Well, our grandson is here until Saturday.
Nice.
I never got around the trail this year. And so our grandson is here. Tomorrow was my only day to take him around the trail. We said we're going to go around the trail?
Rain.
Rain. The rain!
Oh,
We
you know what,
need the rain, I know.
We need
But it was
the rain.
the only day because he's flying out on
And you
Saturday.
can still go around the trail. It's still, like,
Yeah.
rain or shine, it is still a
A
fantastic
beauty.
drive.
A beauty.
You know, it's we're very fortunate to have such a world-class road trip so close, right?
Oh my gosh.
You know, 300 or 298 kilometers worth of, you know, coastal driving, or you're going through mountains or Marguerite Valley. There is no spot on that trail that isn't gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And, you know, I know a lot of people will come here expecting to see coastal views for the whole time. But if you look at a map, you realize you have to drive through mountains.
Yeah.
And I was talking with some tourists this morning, and they were told not to go to a certain spot in Cape Breton, and, you know, skip that and go here instead. And I thought, who told you that? This is the best spot. Go here. And so they're back on the road again today to go do the Kettle Trail again.
Again.
And I'm
I have to tell you something funny. My grandson mostly grew up in Alberta, and he's leaving on Saturday. And so yesterday we were talking, and I said, I'd love to take you around the Kettle Trail. And he said, so what do I wear? And I'm like, how long is it?
Yeah.
Because he likes to hike and run. And I said, oh, woe is me. Woe is me for not telling him or taking him around the Cabot Trail before now. And so anyway, I said, well, it's a little long. And the mileage.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't think we're going to
That's
do
fair.
that.
That's fair.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good day. It's a long day.
Yeah.
You know, it's 300 kilometers,
Yeah.
and you never just drive it. You get out. And
We get out and
you have to
enjoy
stop.
it.
Exactly.
I'll tell you, have you ever seen this going around the trail? My husband used to coach high school hockey, and they went around. They were going over the trail. I don't know where they were playing Cabot High or whatever the high school was down there. And there was a thunder and lightning storm, and when they were going around one of the turns, the lightning
Hit
it was below them. They could watch
wow.
it below them. There was cloud, and
That's awesome.
That's how high you were.
That's awesome.
And that was pretty phenomenal.
That's a good Cabot Trail memory.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember when we were growing up, our vacations, wasn't going to Disneyland, although I was fortunate enough to go there. But our primary vacations was just to go to Ingonish.
Yeah.
We would all cram into my uncle's big Dodge Ram van.
Yeah.
There was about maybe 11 of us in that van.
In the days before seatbelts.
Yes, yeah, And we go up to Blackbrook Beach in the Cape Breton House National Park. We'd swim there for hours, play in the waterfall. Then we would go to Marianne Falls afterwards and go swimming there. Then back to Ingonish Beach. It was just a beautiful, fantastic day. We played baseball in the big field, and then you drive home, and of course, it was back in the 80s, so
yes.
You'd sleep on the floor of the van.
Oh yeah.
Different times.
I know. It's awful when you think about those days, because I remember we had a van, and our youngest sat on a cooler because we couldn't fit all 7 in. We didn't have enough room. And we never thought anything of it.
Yeah, totally.
And thank heavens.
Yep.
Things
We were
have
all very
changed.
fortunate.
Things have changed. How's everybody doing? I should have a look, see who's watching. I see Donna Skull. Hello, Donna. Does anybody have any questions about Cape Breton that you would like to ask? If I can catch it, I will respond and or get Adam to tell us about it.
Happily,
and,
yeah. I can't see the questions, so I lost my glasses last week. And
oh my gosh, okay.
I have a new pair coming.
So, Amy, you got good eyes? Can you catch anything like that? Okay.
That'll be my job.
That's your job.
There's Jane. That's an old
Jane
family
Sunderland.
friend. Yes.
I know that name for some reason.
A family friend from Moncton.
Okay.
When my father was a younger man, he took a job in Moncton working with CN, and the Sunderlands, Jane and Vince, they were great friends to our family.
Yes.
And they had 3 kids all around the same age. I have an older brother, Stephen. And they had a boy named Jeff and a girl named Marcia, both the same age as my brother and myself, and then another younger daughter named Kelly, and that was my parents' goddaughter. So, Jane, yeah. It's great to see.
Well, there.
Oh, and there's
Hi,
Jody.
Jane.
Yeah.
Jody MacArthur.
There we go. That's our boss. One of our bosses.
Hi, Jody. Oh, I love Destination Cape Breton.
Yeah, so if there's any questions about Cape Breton Island or what you want to do, Amy and I are really great people to ask. It's true. If we kind of complement each other very well. She has a great sense of the culinary side of the island and the cultural side, and then I have a great side for the outdoors. And I mean, that's what Cape Breton really offers. The best. Well, and golf. You golf though.
I do.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
I got a hole in one this year.
Yes, you did. Yeah. The nest, a hole in one.
Very
Yeah.
excited.
What?
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
There
So-
we go.
Here is the first batch. Well, the only batch you'll see. But I'm just going to leave them on the pan for a bit.
Yep. And Mom's cookies would always come out, and sometimes they'd be flat, sometimes they'd be puffy. It was sometimes. Mom didn't care. It was like, here's your cookie.
Yes,
and
that's
I was
right.
thankful
And you
for
know
it.
what? Sometimes when you just take them out of the oven,
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do that.
Go for it. There you go. Pan bang.
Yeah.
So in the last couple of years, I've been looking at recipes called pan bang cookies.
Oh, yeah.
So every few minutes, you take them out of the oven and you smash the cookie sheet down on a table or something hard.
Yeah.
And all the really warm.
Crackles.
Well, it's not even that. It's all the butter and all the sugar gets pushed outward.
Oh.
And it bakes and crisps up even more on the outer edge of the cookie. Really great technique. I'll send you the recipe later on.
Okay, explain that. So
Okay.
are you saying you do this while it's cooking?
While it's baked, yeah. So when it's in the oven,
And-
you take it out maybe in 5 minutes, slam it down 1 or 2 times, put it back in the oven, wait another 5 minutes, slam it down, and then you have these rings around the cookie that turn into a little harder, a little more caramelized sugar.
Yes.
And yeah, they're just lovely.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So about 3 or 4 times through the baking process, take it out, just give it a good slam. Yep, I know.
Well,
yeah.
Look at that. I'm just learning from the best. Okay. I'm going to get some plates here.
So I was very fortunate this year. I was able to tour quite a few people around the island this year, especially during waterfall season, which starts May 15th to June 30th. That's when all the waterfalls are running really hard, and we celebrate those waterfalls. We love them. Yes.
So is there a waterfall tour that you would recommend, or
Well, we do.
are they all accessible to the public?
They're accessible to some degree. So,
Okay.
so we have a great variety of waterfalls that are featured in this campaign. Some are long hikes, like Humes River Falls. It's a 10-kilometer hike. Some are very short, like Bulac Bam Falls in the Cape Breton Islands National Park. That's a 40-meter walk. So you can just drive up and see one of the prettiest waterfalls on the island, one of the tallest as well.
Okay.
Now that one's all surface water, so you have to be sure to go after the spring melt or after a good rain. But when you get there, it's it's kind of like a bridal veil falls. It hits rocks and it just turns into that really misty, beautiful feeling that you get of waterfalls. So it's just it's just a great way to celebrate how many waterfalls we have in this island. And Benoit Lalonde, author of Waterfalls in Nova Scotia, Waterfalls of Cape Breton, and soon to come out Waterfalls in New Brunswick, he calls Cape Breton Island the Shangri-La of waterfalls. It really is. Well,
I like it.
he estimates there's over 500 waterfalls on this small island.
it.
500. Think about that. 500.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, first,
Yes.
milk in your tea?
No.
Black tea?
Yep.
No.
Yeah. Now that's a Cape Breton mom. I stopped drinking milk in my tea when I was in university, and I couldn't afford the milk. Yeah.
It happens.
It did. Yeah. So as I was saying, I was really fortunate to tour a lot of people around the island this year. We hosted quite a few different influencers and a different travel media, and luckily enough, as I said, my job is to tour these people around and show them the coolest and most special spots of this island. And a lot of them, of course, they want to see the Cabot Trail. Quite a few of them went to Eskazoni Cultural Journeys, the Fortress of Louisburg. So many different spots. Egypt Falls, a great spot.
Oh, Egypt Falls, I love that.
It's one of those special places on this island. And kudos to Fabian and Jim, who are working on the trails down there to keep it open to the public and building stairs. You guys are doing a great job.
And is it how is the footing for seniors to get to these falls?
Well,
is there anyone that's more accessible than?
Yes. So, Bulak Ban is still probably the most accessible, or Macintosh Brook Falls.
Location?
Macintosh, yeah. I said Macintosh Brook Falls. Macintosh.
Okay. Play on names.
There we go.
3 names. Sorry,
Yeah.
3 names now.
Pecan, Macintosh. I love it. Sorry, what were we saying? Oh, accessibility. Yes. So, there are some waterfalls that are very accessible. Bulak Bam Falls, Macintosh Brook Falls. To be honest, this waterfall season in late June, we did a closing concert at Egypt Falls.
Oh my God!
And this was a really cool concert. We had Rose Morrison and Graham Marshall. So we had the Gaelic influence paired with the Mi'kmaq influence, and they sang and created some beautiful music together. And to have that down in Egypt, right beside the waterfall.
Oh God, that would be beautiful.
We had about 30 people make the journey down there. Some people have never been to a waterfall, not just Egypt Falls, never been to a waterfall before. And, they're a little bit older, and they made the trek down, which is about... I wouldn't say it's a kilometer long, but it is a walk down to get to the falls, which is the easy part.
Yes.
The climb up, you're going to take your time.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to take a break, take many breaks. I take about 3 or 4 breaks when I'm walking up. So, and I'm relatively in shape. So it's, if you take more, it's okay. You got to the waterfall. Enjoy yourself. Take your time.
Oh my gosh.
And waterfall season 2, we typically promote like a group hike.
Yes,
so you can go together. It's not a guided hike, but it is a group walk, and it's just a support system there in case anything should happen.
That's a great idea. Now, I apologize because I don't know the name of this waterfall.
It's okay. Yep.
But I went to Bedek with a friend of mine, and we went... Like if you're on the highway and the village is on this side, but there's a road on the left and you go all the way down there and there's a trek there.
So yes, I actually just sent
What's the name of that?
So I just sent some tourists there this morning.
Oh, okay.
I was in the high wheeler and they were I was delivering maps and they said, what do we do in this area? I said, you go here, and it's Ishkaban Falls.
Yes!
There you go.
I couldn't remember the name.
Which is funny because Ishkaban means waterfall. So we have Waterfalls Falls. Ishka,
water.
Water or whiskey. Eventually got turned into whiskey, the water of life. And so Ishkaban Falls is just Waterfalls Falls. It's kind of like Los Angeles.
Cool.
The
Very
Angeles,
cool.
yeah. So we're very fortunate to have so many beautiful places on this island. If you're a hiker, there's no better place to take a cookie than on a hike. It's true. If anyone follows my Instagram, they will often see cookies with a big bite taken out of them in a beautiful place. It's very fortunate, right?
Hey, we might as well call him the Cookie Monster. Okay? Are you getting that?
I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'm okay with that. I think I had. Yes. Yeah, I had that name back in the territories too.
Did you really?
Yep.
Oh,
I was
okay.
okay with that. These look great.
Okay.
Let's see.
So,
I'm going to dig in.
So we're going to have a taste test. That might be a little warm for...
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
I'll take the biggest one.
There you go. I did have 4 cookies on the drive here today, so...
Of these?
No, actually, I had oatmeal chocolate chip from the High Wheeler today.
Smile at Amy.
Did I? Oh, what? What did I do?
Chocolatey.
He's got a big piece of chocolate on his front tooth.
Oh. I'm okay with that. That's a badge of honor. Let's see. Oh, man. Like, what more do you want? What more do you need?
Wow.
These are great.
Look at that.
I really like that.
Oh, the nuts really add to it. If you're in
Just a great texture, eh? A little bit of chewiness. And of course you can't, cup of tea with it.
gotta have a cup of tea. Gotta have a cup of tea. Well, there now. Helen.
So, Mary Janet, do you have a favorite beach on this island? Now, I know we're in Port Hood, the beach capital of Nova Scotia.
Yes.
Right? Nova Scotia or the island?
Cape Breton.
We're going to say it's of Nova Scotia.
Well, you know what? All along here, all along the west coast of Cape Breton Island, you can't beat any one of them. Between the Inverness Beach, the West Maba Beach, and the beaches here in Port Hood. I mean...
Chimney Corner, Whale Cove, Marguerite Harbour.
Yeah, all of those,
all the way up in Petitang.
I've never been up that far, but I've experienced all the other beaches.
And there's and that's just on one side. On this side of the island alone, you have beaches down from Craignish all the way up to Port Hood. 5 amazing beaches here in Port Hood. Drive north, you have West Mabu, Inverness Beach, Dunvegan, Chimney Corner, Whale Cove, Marguerite Harbour. Then you get past Camp, and it's just you get beautiful beaches. That's just on one side, and all those beaches are better than the next one. It's. I have to say that my favorite beach is probably South Harbour Beach, and that's on the other side, up towards Aspy Bay.
Okay.
What a gem of a spot that is.
Really?
And it's empty. It's always empty.
Oh my gosh.
It's a huge beach. Even if there's 100 people on the beach, it feels empty, which is just.
There's something very. I was asked that this morning. I was telling you I was doing that little podcast with someone, and one of the things she asked your favorite sound was one of these. She had these rapid 10 questions, and I said I have to say the water washing up on the beach, just the sound of the waves coming in. And I was right off the top of my head because I wasn't prepared. She didn't prepare you for any questions. And because I remember on my show, just on a whim at the end of doing one of the shows, back in like 2022 when we were still really stuck in this, or maybe it was 2021. I can't remember what summer it was, but we were finished making whatever we were making, and we couldn't have anybody in to play music. I said, you know what? I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to take you with me down to the beach.
Oh, that's awesome.
And me with my terrible camera skills and whatever, I take the tripod and I take them in the car and going down East Street and going over the road, and I didn't know if the internet would last, and I took them down to the beach behind the courthouse beach. No, the Breakwater Beach. It was the Breakwater Beach. And I just took them down to the end of the beach and just put the tripod on there and just let them listen to the sound of the waves. It was the most meaningful thing that happened. It seemed they were just like so taken with the sound and lonesomeness for didn't know when to be able to come home again or travel to Cape Breton. So then I went to say goodbye. I just let them listen for a while, and I said, "Okay, I'm going to go home, and I'm going to say goodbye now." And just like that, a message came up, and the lady said, "Please don't just." Take us back home with you, and then you can leave. Meanwhile, my son Mitchell still lived on our street, right? And he was watching the show, and of course he couldn't come over here.
Right. Yeah.
It's strange to think of that.
Yes.
And he ran all the way down his lane to try to catch me, and he stood in the middle of the road with his guitar, and he stood outside the door, not too close, so that we couldn't breathe with one another. And he sang a song, even though he was huffing and puffing. But it was, that really resonated with the people. Was the beauty of the ocean and the waves and just
in the small town feel.
Right, that feel of Cape Breton.
Well, do you remember the first time I think we actually really got to meet we were doing a little shoot with you down on Port Hood Beach
Oh,
in the
yes.
in the sunset, and we got some beautiful footage. And you know what you see of Mary Jana on camera here is exactly who you get. You know, we were down at the beach for just probably shooting for maybe 5-10 minutes, and then the whole crew ended up back here for a lot of treats and tea, and you ended up giving, I remember Scott, the guy, our videographer, you end up giving him a bunch of treats, and he's just like me. He'll eat sweets till he's done. And I remember going home with him, and he was thrilled. He was, you know.
Well, I remember that because it was like sunset.
Yep.
You were trying to capture the sunset at that time. And they hadn't eaten, and they had been on all these little stops on the way, and everything was closed.
Yep.
Everything was closed, and I'm thinking, what do I have at home that they could eat? And I'm thinking, well, I'll find something. Come on up to the house.
And that's exactly what happened. She just went through her cupboard. She found, I don't remember what they were, but we all left full and very well loved. You know, we were very happy. It's
They were a nice crew.
they're long days, but they're good days when we do filming like that. It's it is a lot of fun, and we had a little sneak peek for next year. But we did a big campaign this year featuring places like the Fortress of Louisburg, Wadmacook, the Niels Harbor, Chowder Hut. You know, just little gems from all over the island. And I can't say too much about it because we haven't released the video, but it's going to have a great injection of humor.
Oh,
And
great.
we ended it actually very close by here in Mabu, and we were able to film the last part of the commercial in the Red Shoe Pub. And we had Mac Moran and Wendy, and we had everybody there, and we had. I think the hero of the day, though, were the staff we had from Cabot came out as extras in the background. The energy that they brought, oh my God, they were like, these guys are on. They you know, every time we say action, they just turn it on, and they brought this energy to the shoot. It was perfect. Yeah, you were there. Yeah, it was a great evening.
Oh my gosh, that's great. What is your absolute favorite? Now, stop about Destination Cape Breton.
Sure.
Where do you want to take your family or friends that come to visit, and that you have one day?
One day. Okay, so I have 1 day itinerary to show them my favorite spots on this island.
Yes.
Okay. Do I have to make it home by the end of the day?
Yes.
Okay. Start off. We're getting up early.
Yep.
If we can get it. So it's summertime. We're getting up. We're getting on the road by 7.
Okay.
You get that nice morning light on the east side of the island, so you're going to drive the Cabot Trail in the counterclockwise direction.
Okay.
The only way to do it.
The wrong way.
No.
There's no wrong way.
No, there is no wrong way. Yeah, the only wrong way to do it is to not do it. Yeah.
Right.
So, okay, I'm going to start up. I'm going to grab breakfast at the Cedar House.
Yes.
I'm going to get one of their Egg McCedar sandwiches. Fantastic.
Oh.
On porridge bread.
On porridge bread. Oh,
You're going to start driving up the Cabot Trail on the eastern side of the island, stop at Cape Smoky.
Okay, stop.
Sure. Okay.
You're accessing it. You go in by the Gaelic College, or do you go over the English Town?
English Town Ferry.
Unless
ferry. If it's
if it's not
middle
running
of the summer, then I'll go around Gaelic College.
Okay.
Just because the traffic is quite long,
Yes.
and the scenic route around St. Anne's is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
If you love animals,
Yes.
they have fox, they have moose, they have deer, they have eagles, they have herons, they have it all, and it's a great spot.
Yeah.
If you want to see wildlife. Do that stint from the Lobster
Yeah.
Galley all the way around
Right.
the Jersey Cove. It's that's where I go to photograph wildlife. It's a great spot. Okay, so back on the Cabot Trail, and we're driving. We're going past Ingonish. Probably stopping in Ingonish for a treat somewhere.
Yes.
Stop at Blackbrook Beach.
Okay.
We're gonna play in the waves. You're gonna play in the waterfall. You're gonna have a great swim, get dried off, then head back up the Cabot Trail. I would probably stop to do either a hike at. Personally, I'd say either White Point or Tenerife. And I would go further, but if I only have 1 day, then I'll do it. I'll stay close to the Cabot Trail.
Right.
But Tenerife hike, it's a hard hike, but it's a short hike. So, you know, if you have the energy and the ability to do it, go do it. It's a beautiful view of Aspie Bay, which is my favorite spot on this whole island.
Okay.
It's just gorgeous. Then you cut across the island, across the Cabot Trail, come down, and the Skyline Trail is always amazing, but these days it's a bit crowded. So you can do trails like Bog or Benji's Lake or Corny Brook.
Okay.
Those are great spots to get out, stretch your legs.
Yes.
And continue on down to Chimney Corner.
Okay.
Go for a swim there, end up either at Gairloch Mountain Falls or Egypt Falls, then head home. It's a long day, but it's a great day.
You do get home by dark.
You'll get home by dark, definitely.
Right.
When I was a younger man, I would take friends around the Cabot Trail. I would do it in one day, which I don't recommend. Give yourself at least 3, 4, honestly, 7 days to do the Cabot Trail. You won't regret it. Truly. I know it sounds like a lot, but if you're a hiker, you will love it. Take your time. Yeah.
I have a question about a location near Shetty Camp.
Yep.
I can't think of the name of it, but you're up on a ridge, and it's this gorgeous blue water down there. What's it? Look, the Gypsum.
Gypsum Mine.
Mine.
Gypsum Mine Lake. Yeah, it's I've done a bit of a 180 on this. It was a location I didn't really enjoy for a long time, just because it was flooded on the internet. So many images of it.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
But I went there a few times this year. Went swimming in there. It was gorgeous.
So what causes the color?
The
gypsum?
I would assume it's the gypsum, the sediment load in the water.
Yes.
That's my guess.
Because it's you don't see that color.
Not too often in Cape
No.
Breton. You really
No.
don't. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And it is in the fall when you get the gypsum standing out against the really beautiful colors of the maples and the birch.
Yes.
It really pops. Yeah.
I love the fall in Cape Breton. Because I think our trees are so unique in that you get the yellow, the red, and the orange, and you can't beat that. I saw trees up near Antigonish already after turning.
Oh yeah.
It's already starting.
It is starting, but I don't want people to get worried about it. Our colors are on track. We always do have trees that start off a little early, like our ash trees. They're turning a dark maroon color right now. Really cool tree to watch. They usually last to leaf in the spring and are the first to go in the fall.
Okay.
So yeah, there are still lots of maples turning right now, lots of ash trees turning, and even a few aspens are starting to turn their leaves from green to yellow. However, I still believe we are on track for a peak fall season in the Mabu area, Margaree, and the Highlands around a little after Thanksgiving.
Okay,
And
so in time for Celtic colors.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
we just got little shivers.
Yeah, I know,
Celtic colors,
I know, Celtic colors.
So-
If there's anybody out there who has not come to Celtic Colors or doesn't know about it, it is an international music festival on our island, and everybody comes.
Oh, yeah.
Like thousands of people come, and the venues all around the island. And I mean, a lot of it is sold out already.
Oh yeah.
They come out, tickets come out in July, early July, and you're hard pressed to find one. I know there's still some tickets left for the Inverness show.
Nice.
I
Which
noticed
is
that.
one of my favorites.
It is. It's mine
And
too.
you know, it's in a school gym, which you get a feel for the community when you go in there. And then there's always like the little high school students that are your hosts and stuff. I just love it. And the best part that we don't really talk about is the tea.
Yes, exactly.
At intermission, and there's a giant lineup. You go for tea.
Oh, and the
but it
best
really
foods.
is. Yeah. Oh, I love going to
It's
one in
just
the rest.
so nice. I'm lucky this year to be emceeing 2 shows.
Where are you?
And I'm going to be assistant stage manager for another show at Strathspey. It's the Killis one, the musical festival, because I used to teach at Killis in Scotland. So
nice.
anyway, we have so many nice things.
Well, speaking of so many nice things, October we're not just Celtic colors. We have so many other things like Blueberry Jam's Harvest Series.
Oh yes. Yes.
And I believe that's
the first weekend. That's Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, I think it's the 10th to the 13th, I believe.
I have to say, I have to blow my own horn.
Oh, please do.
Rankin McGuinness.
I'm going to guess he's related to you somehow.
No, he's not related.
He's related to me.
Yeah.
But back in 2000 until 2003, I managed the opening couple of years of Strathspey Place.
Oh, really?
And I
got a bunch of kids who were musical to get together. We called them the Celtic Crew. Our son Mitchell was in it and whatever. And we needed a piper. And Rankin was not even at Dalbray yet. He was still in the PETA 8 system here. I think he was in grade 7. And so I asked the school if I could, borrow him for that, and asked his parents. Well, I suppose could. And then I got to take them to Scotland.
Oh,
and
wow.
This group of 10, they were wonderful. But he was a gem even then. But look at what he's created with the Blueberry Jam series.
Fantastic.
Amazing. So I'll take a tiny little droplet.
I think that's a credit where credit's due, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know. I loved every one of those kids. They were wonderful.
You have some locals from this area, Madison Violet, as
Yes.
well. They're playing in the Little Church series.
Yes.
I think on October 3rd. Don't quote me on these dates. Please check out our website, cbisland.com, or visit capebretonisland.com, and you'll be able to see these events in real, with real data, not just us talking off the cuff, okay? But yeah, we have Madison Violet playing at the Little Church in Rear Bedeck. The Sinister Soiree. Have you heard about this?
No.
So,
Tell me.
Colin and Justin from
Yes.
the North Star Hotel,
Yes.
and of course there are many TV shows. They created this event at the Fortress of Louisburg. I mean, what a great backdrop for an event.
Oh.
And it's a big Halloween party. Costumes, and they have tarot card readings and other mystic arts, and they just go there and they have a blast. I haven't been there yet, and it's something I really want to.
Yeah.
It's pretty special.
I think.
And if you do have the opportunity to go to it, it's in Fortress Lewisburg, near the end of the month. I don't know the exact date, but yeah.
I know they operate the North Star Inn, and it's just phenomenal.
It is.
I did a show from over
Yes.
there
Yeah.
with Lucy McNeil, and oh my God, they're just spectacular.
They are.
And you go for breakfast in the morning.
They're
and
there
they're
again.
serving.
I know. They don't stop.
Like, these are celebrities. Like, you wouldn't think that they would have time for that, but they do.
They do.
They
Yep.
make time for that.
And that's why people love to go. They're as much of the attraction as the Fortress Lewisburg.
Yes.
People will go there just to see them, and they interact and talk to everybody.
Yeah.
I have to say, you feel extremely welcome there when you
Yes.
go. It's but that's Lewisburg for you.
Yes.
You feel that anywhere. You
Small
walk down the
town,
street.
yeah. And they're
Totally.
wonderful people.
Totally.
Wonderful people. We're just lucky where we live.
We really are.
Love where you live. That was some commercial, but I was saying I wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
Well, your heart will never leave if you do,
No,
right?
that's
It's,
right.
Yeah, it's
That's right.
we are very fortunate to live where we do.
Mm-hmm.
We live in an island that has ample amount of natural beauty. Being a photographer, I see it from just objectively from that point of view. But then when you look at the people here, we're very fortunate. We have
Yes.
some of the best people in Canada, probably the world. You could walk down a street and knock on a door and ask for help or ask for anything, and people would let you in their house. They would probably
Absolutely.
invite you in to spend the night. It's,
Yeah.
it's,
Yes.
yeah.
We've done that.
Yeah, I'm sure we have. Yeah.
I want to ask about what to do in the winter.
Winter.
What's the winter? I know we
Sure.
have to think about the winter, but
There's nothing wrong with winter, right?
sometimes people just can't leave their business, their seasonal, whatever. What's great about the snow?
What isn't great about the snow? To be honest, I do like the winter. I do more outdoor activities in the wintertime than I do in the summertime. I don't like the heat. So in wintertime, I do love to go skiing. We have two really great ski hills. We have Ski Benyon down on the Bredor Lake.
Right.
What's really great about both of our ski hills is that we have these great coastal views from the tops of the mountains.
Yes.
And of course, then outside of Ski Benyon, we have Ski Cape Smoky.
Yes.
Which you can ski from the highest vertical drop in all of Nova Scotia. You have an amazing view of Middle Head Peninsula with the Celtic Lodge on top and the Atlantic Ocean in the background.
Yes.
Like until as far as your eye can see. And so you're skiing down this mountain, and the ski quality is fantastic. You get to ride up in a gondola, so you're protected from the elements. And then you ski down, and you're just watching like the Atlantic Ocean right there. It's right there. It really is. So I mean, they're doing it well, and they're growing every year. I look forward to seeing what they have this year. This year they had their restaurant. This year was fantastic.
Oh, really?
Yes, very great. Their breakfast sandwich. mwah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Chef's kiss.
Oh, yes.
But outside of that, continue north, go through North Highlands Nordic.
Yes.
World class
yes.
cross-country skiing.
Yes.
And again, you have great views of Aspie Bay and the Northern Mountains in the background. Like, where else would you want to ski? You have these incredible places. There really is so much to do. And then you have community events. Like, Iona will have full moon snowshoes at the Highland Village.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and sometimes we have to wait for the snow to arrive, and sometimes the snow has come too much. Remember that storm we had 2 years ago?
Yeah,
Oh.
a meter of snow.
Yeah, meter and a half of snow.
Yeah.
Oh man. No, winter here is a special time. Yeah.
And there's always something going on too.
Yeah.
Indoor activities. I know, like Sunday afternoons at the Celtic Music Interpretive Center.
Yes.
Just a very enjoyable time for us old fogies that love our Celtic music, but there's always something going on.
Mm-hmm.
And there really is. There's never a time where if you want to get out and meet people or get out and do something, there's nothing stopping you.
Yeah, and it's no big deal if it has to be canceled.
No, everyone understands.
Just come to the house.
Let's
Let's get together. Have a cup of tea.
You're
Or
so
something
right.
stronger.
Yeah.
That happens.
Lots of that too. Yeah. No, it's we're very fortunate. We have 5 great seasons. We do introduce our waterfall season as well.
Yes,
So that's our
yes.
5th strong season. But yeah, every season there is something to do on this island, and there is something to enjoy, somewhere to go. It's there's almost too much. And I feel that I spent a lot of time rebuilding my deck this year, so I wasn't exploring too much, and I feel like I need to get out there. So I'm really looking forward to...
And be proud of
Very
what
much
we
so.
have.
Oh, exactly.
Absolutely. So the website is cbisland.com.
Yeah, we have a few different websites that all
Yes.
funnel back to one spot. So if
Right.
you travel to visit capebreton.com or cbisland.com, you'll find our website there, and then you'll see all of the different tourism operators, ranging from whale watching to cafes to living museums. There's an extraordinary amount of different things to do on this island.
Yeah.
E-bikes.
E-bikes, Mike's E-bikes. We have
e-bikes, yes.
Cape Breton e-bike rentals down in Point Michelle. Oh, this is a great one too. So you can actually, during low tide, you can rent an e-bike and cycle along Point Michelle Beach.
My gosh.
And it's it's a 2 kilometer long beach. And sometimes when the fog rolls in, you're just cycling thinking, I think I'm going in the right direction. Am I going in the water? I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
That's
spots.
a fantastic beach.
It is Point Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you like to surf, head down that way. Our south coast, Ayrshire, Ilma Dam, St. Peter's, all gorgeous places. As a photographer, I can go anywhere on this island and have a productive day getting great images.
Right.
There's nowhere you can go that's not ideal.
Oh my gosh. So your photography, do you do that on the side just for your own enjoyment, or you sell your works? What do you do?
A bit
with
of
your...
both.
Yeah.
So I have a really great situation with Destination Cape Breton. So I create all of our photographs, and if I can't, then I'm lucky enough I can hire photographers to kind of share the love as well.
Right.
And there are great photographers out there who do better work than I do, and so I know my weaknesses and I know their strengths. So I hire those who do those things better.
Yes.
But I like to be outside and I like to photograph the outdoors. And it's when I'm on the road with work, then all the photographs they're for work. And then when I'm not working, then the photographs are for me, and I can photograph more of what I want. And that's usually more wildlife, more birds, more
Yes.
more stuff like
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
I know. Because I shared
Yes.
lots of your pictures that you had sent me, and I love the owl in the tree.
Oh yeah,
That is so cool.
yeah. We have
And him on the wing.
Oh, the snowy owl?
Yeah.
A few years ago, we were very fortunate. We had 5 snowy owls. And they like to visit one spot in particular. I'm not going to give that location away. Just because the birds get a little, don't want to crowd the birds. But at one point, you could look around and you saw 5 different snowy owls just in one spot. It was crazy.
Cool.
Very cool. I mean, what a pretty bird, right?
We have one here. We have one that you can hear.
Oh, you have an owl here.
We have an owl.
Oh, okay, not necessarily a snowy.
No,
okay.
not
Yep.
a snowy owl.
Yep.
We have an owl, and he is back there.
Okay.
And because we're all treed right
Yep,
through
yep.
to West Mabo back here, and you can hear him.
So there's 3 different species I would think that it might be.
Yeah.
Now, it could be a saw-whet, which I doubt it is, but it's a very tiny owl, about this big.
Okay, no.
And their call is just, it sounds like beep, beep.
No, this is a hoot.
Okay. Does it sound like this? And forgive me for an owl call, because I'm going to do an owl call. Is it like, whoo, 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 whoo?
Yes, yes.
Bird owl.
What is it?
A bird owl. They have little burrs on their breast feathers and their belly feathers, little black stripes down their breast. And the stripes aren't long, but they just, little spots. Beautiful birds. Beautiful birds.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look that
you
up.
probably saw some of the photos I sent you may have probably had a bird owl in
maybe,
there. Yeah.
maybe. I'll have to
Yeah,
check
they're very
that
common
out.
on the island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we need to touch on that we've forgotten to share?
What
if
else?
anybody wants to come to Cape Breton who's not a Cape
Yeah, I
Bretoner.
think we've mentioned a lot of things. We talked about the
Yeah.
whole island.
And if you get the chance, before you leave, you should visit for a great bowl of soup. Is the Clove Hitch
Yes.
Bar
Great,
and
great.
Bistro. What good food! The best biscuits I've ever tasted.
I was going to
Ever.
say,
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
had this
Ever,
whole
ever, ever,
conversation,
ever.
and I was like, okay.
Well, when the Food Network were here, we with Andy of East Coast Kitchen, we served we got our lunch from the Clove Hitch,
Clove Hitch, yeah.
and we served there was soup and there was a biscuit with it, and oh my gosh, it was to die for. I wonder if she'll share that recipe. Probably not.
Maybe, you never know.
It's a
I mean, I've
technique with
made the-
biscuits, though.
Oh, yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
And I think every Cape Breton mother had their own technique when it came to tea biscuits. Yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing I just had today for the first time was the pizza asante. Oh my God, that was fantastic.
That was,
brand
yeah.
new here in the Port Hood area. Definitely, if you get the opportunity to go there, check them out. Fantastic pizza.
Yeah.
He grows his own
Yes, mushrooms.
ingredients.
Yeah.
Yes,
Locally sourced.
Gordy, our son Gordy, just ordered a bunch, and he's picking them up today, I believe.
Fantastic.
What are they called? Which mushrooms are they?
Shiitake?
Yeah, I think he said
that.
that.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Which goes right over my head.
so do you want more tea or more cookies? We're good.
I think I've had 5 cookies today, and that might be getting to be my threshold. I'll take a break, and I'll probably have more this evening.
Anyway, well, folks, I think we're come to the end of our little session. I've certainly enjoyed having Andy and Amy here from Destination Cape Breton, and he as well with the wonderful photographer that he is. And I hope you enjoyed that slideshow that he shared with us. And just want to tell you a little bit about if you haven't bought this yet. This is a great little book, and it is Come In, the Kettle's On. And there's lots of great recipes in here and lots of wonderful grandmas that we have featured from the Maritimes. And it's available at all your major bookstores and also online on Amazon. And I want to tell you that this Monday coming up, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we are going to have a special visit by Katie Beaton, author Katie Beaton. And her and I are going to be making one of the recipes in this book, which is called a cheater tomato soup recipe. And going to make some tea biscuits as well to go with that, and sit down and see what's happening with Katie. She's on the New York Times bestseller list with her with many of her books, but especially Ducks. But we'll see what's going on and coming up for her as well. And we have a few live shows that are coming up between now and Christmas. So hope you can join us on Monday at 4 o'clock or watch on the replay. The videos now stay up on the live videos anyway. Stay up on my Facebook page for 30 days, and but there's somebody that then transports them over to YouTube, where Tunes and Wooden Spoons is as well, and they stay there.
So you'll always get a chance to watch these long-winded Mary Janet videos. But anyway,
people are tuning in specifically for that reason, right?
for fun, for conversation, and for a little recipe here and there. And I know somebody said something there, and darn it, I missed it.
Gotta be quick.
I don't know what it was. But anyway, all said and done. Thank you for joining us today, and thanks to these two lovely people for coming. And hopefully, if you're not from Cape Breton, and I think you'll want to come now and enjoy. And yes, somebody is saying something there. Loved it. Trail food truck rally takes place October the 25th and 26th around the Cabot Trail.
So I'm going to talk about that for a quick
Yes,
moment. Okay,
do that.
So the Cabot Trail Food Truck Rally. I mean, what else do you want when you drive around the Cabot Trail but more food?
Right.
I don't know why, but we all want it. So there's, I think, 16, don't quote me on this, 16 different food trucks that we have strategically located all around the Cabot Trail on October 25th and 26th. All the food trucks will be open. You drive around the Cabot Trail. You stop at any of these food trucks. You go for a hike. You stop at another food truck, maybe go for another hike, then maybe go for another food truck. And then you wake up the next morning and go do it again. It really is a remarkable weekend. It doesn't need to be sunny. People come out in the rain. It really is a great time.
Sounds
Variety of
awesome.
offerings too.
Variety from everything from beaver tails,
Coffee,
sweet treats, and coffee, and then with Jamaican food. We have tacos, stand and stuff your face.
Yes.
Great food truck. There's so many. There really is. And I would encourage you, all of you, to get out on the Cabot Trail this fall, and enjoy this really great event. It's just fun.
Oh, that sounds so fun. All right. I think that's about it, everybody. So maybe I'll see you on Monday. And remember to love one another. Bye-bye, everybody.